My hair's so floofy today. Don't know why. I think it's because I went straight to dog walking after getting out of the shower and it's too hot to get ready. Last week was by far the busiest week I've had in a very long time. Monday I went to London, Tuesday I was at home, Wednesday and Thursday I was in Grimsby, and Friday I was in London again. You may be wondering, Connor, how on earth did you do that? I don't know. Travelling to one place can be very stressful and can have a lot of anxiety surrounding it and take a lot of time to build up to it. And even though I've been to London, like, loads of times, I still get that. I was actually going to a new place in London I'd never been before. I knew this week was going to be busy because of Grimsby being there. Like, I've known about Grimsby for the, longest time. And then it became apparent that the day after Grimsby, I would be going to London to go and drop my granny off at the airport. So I was like, okay, that's going to be a bit of a struggle because I'm going to need to recover from Grimsby, but that's fine. And then the fact I was doing something on Monday came up, and it was just like, right, okay, so this week I have one day at home. Okay, I need to process that. And even my friends and family were all like, are you gonna be okay? To which I was like, yeah? Let's just start off by saying a year ago, the Monday would have knackered me out enough, so I wouldn't be able to do anything for the entire week. However, I had no choice. Grimsby was a talk. I get paid to do talks, that's where I earn my money. Surprisingly, earning money so that you can eat and have shelter and phone. Why do I give them a phone? True though. That can actually be quite a good motivation because no worky, no live. So I knew I had to do it, and I wanted to do it, of course I did. On Tuesday I had a chilled day, and then Wednesday I prepped myself up and I went through with it. I got back from Grimsby on Thursday. In the middle of the day I decided to leave the event as soon as I'd done my bit, really. I had a few hours recovery time before waking up early to go to London in the morning, and off I went to London. Coming back from London, we had issues. I actually filmed the week as a weekly vlog, which you can see on Friday. And I stopped vlogging on Friday afternoon because originally I was going to get the train back at 3:15 because I had a super off-peak return, and that means that you can only return kind of before 3:30 and after 7 o'clock. We were at Heathrow longer than intended and I was going to miss the 3:15 one. So I thought, right, okay, it's fine, I can just loiter in London for a few hours. A few hours when you're exhausted doesn't feel like a few hours, it feels like a few weeks. And I was already tired, obviously, and all of that tiredness made everything, all my senses go a bit funny and a bit more hypersensitive. I was sitting in St Pancras train station as if I was in a TMI video, honestly, it was like that. To make matters worse, my phone was running out of battery. I had 10% battery. I knew that East Midlands trains don't have plug sockets, so I was like, right, stranded in London, can't get on the train for another hour. Oh my god. And that time felt like hell, and I think I had a meltdown. I don't know, I was crying, but I don't know to what extent you could call it being a mother. Luckily I got on the train and there was a plug socket. East Midlands trains, you've come through. Normally you just rip me off with money. I really wouldn't have been able to do that a year ago, but I had to, and I did it. One of my biggest problems is I always know my limits, and I always kind of push them quite a bit. When I was thinking about how this video is going to work, the song that kept playing in my mind was Push It to the Limit by Corbin Bleu. If there are any Disney Channel fans, you'll remember it from the movie Jumpin'? Yeah. Push it, push it. Oh, we had that cool dance, didn't we? I tend to forget I'm autistic. I tend to forget that things impact on me more than they would a standard person. Travelling is exhausting. I'm surprised that my meltdown didn't happen earlier on in the week. I knew I was pushing my limit, but I didn't realise I'd actually be able to achieve it. And I did. I didn't have a full-on meltdown or anything. A little bit of one, but yeah. Does that mean I can move up my limit? Possibly not. I think it may have been a one-off because I was going off on a lot of adrenaline. But the more I do stuff, the busier I get. I'm gonna have more weeks like that. And as much as it's good to remember where your limits are, it's also good to challenge yourself. Branching out and trying new things can be extremely scary for anyone. And I was definitely in that ground this week. I'm extremely proud of myself for getting through that week. Look, I'm alive. That's a good start. I didn't die. Could have gone horribly wrong. I was talking to someone before this week and they were saying, you know, once you've done it, you're gonna feel so kick-ass about it. I feel kick-ass about it. I just did that. Me. I always misjudge my limit and I always get it wrong, but this time I got it right and I wanted to share that. So I'm going to keep this video quite nice and short. What I want to know from you in the comments below is times that you feel that you've misjudged your limits and it's kind of gone a bit pear-shaped. But then also let's put a positive spin on it. When have you achieved more than you thought you'd actually be able to do? I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you have to say on this one. I believe I have comments to reply to from last week, but I shall be reading these ones too. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!